How's it going, guys? It is Ryan here, and welcome to the very first live episode of the F1 2014 Mod Showcase. And it's the track that you guys have heavily requested for me to do, and it is the Istanbul Park in Turkey for the Turkish Grand Prix. And I thought I'd make it a bit nice for you guys, as it is the end of the year. We do ourselves our first full-length race from the mod that will be in the description below of this video. And Istanbul Park was one of my favourite tracks on the calendar to do on F1 2010 and 2011, so I'm glad to be back on here. Starting in 17th, we are in the Sauber of Esteban Gutierrez, and the reason why I'm in the Sauber is because I did some testing, and in the McLaren we were 1.4 seconds ahead of the Mercedes, so the AI are not great round here, I'm going to admit, but we'll see how we do. So we're 17th on the grid. We're going to be sticking with the standard setup that you do for F1 2014, and I have no idea what the strategy is, so we're going to quickly find that out for you guys. And it's a one-stop strategy apparently, so be intriguing to see how we do. So without further ado, we're jumping straight into this race. I have no idea how many laps this is going to be. I think if I'm correct it's 26 laps. So we're about to find out anyway, so we'll see how we do in the Sauber, and hopefully get Sauber actual points, because they didn't get a single point, so we'll see how we go. We have the old traditional intro from the previous game here, so this is going to be intriguing. The track is got a brand new lane of tarmac, so this should be interesting. 29 laps it is. Let's go. We're at Turkey. This should be interesting. Oh, bit of a bad start there. So as I said, you can download this, guys, at Race Department in the F1 2014 mod section, so feel free to use it if you wish. It is a great track to drive. Obviously this track is famously known for the corner with turn 8, probably one of the best corners, in my opinion, to drive around, along with the likes of Eau Rouge, Blanchimont, Mags and Beckett's, to name a few. I can see the cold tyres there. Just slides out as we've just made contact with Daniel Ricciardo, who's going backwards. Obviously I've not driven this track since 2011, so I will be a bit sloppy in terms of performance, but should be quite interesting to see where I finish in a Sauber. It's the only car I've not driven yet, as we see Vettel just parked his car as we do a bit of track extending there, as the yellow flags are out. So I believe Vettel's out of the race already. Could be completely wrong, as the AI there, even on legend difficulty, are oh god, the track is so cold in terms of, I don't know why it's all like this, but it was on a different engine, to be fair, I believe. So we'll see how we do. We've got Sutil behind us in 13th, so it's a good start there from the Sauber boys. So we're going to try and get down the outside of Kimi Raikkonen actually, and we get it done. So we're up to 11th, so only made 6 positions off the start line. So I had a little test, obviously, before I started this to see what it's like, and it's actually not bad with the 2014 cars. I haven't tested if there's DRS yet. I think there's only going to be one DRS activation point, which is obviously the back straight. So if they were to bring this back, the other one would obviously be on the main straight when you cross the finish line. So we'll see how we go. So uphill crest is very difficult. Turn 8 is just absolutely amazing to drive. I'll tell you, it's one of my great corners on this track. Oh, whoa. That's the problem we've got to be careful of. Obviously the Sauber doesn't have a lot of downforce over the McLaren or Mercedes, Williams, Red Bull, so it's going to be quite difficult to control this car. Plus the styling setup doesn't really help us in any way possible. But the AI are actually quite good in the first sector, but the middle and last, they are bad. So, and this is even on Legend AI. So we've got the DRS now enabled, so it should be interesting to see how we do with that. Just trying to get this correct. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Not that far off the leaders actually, considering we're in a Sauber, but be nice to get a point for Sauber, even though they did really poor this season. So we go off wide again. Just can't get that corner correct, but we will get hopefully the DRS on Perez this time by. So we'll go up to Rich. And there's another bug as well. Apparently I've got +6 laps of fuel, so there are some bugs with this track mod to use, but it's still a great track to drive on. As we just go a bit too deep in there, but we correct it nicely and we still keep 10th place. So 33.6 is the time to beat, and we get a 34.1. Still, it's a great track to drive though, this one. It's very technical corners. It's not an easy one to do. Setup is very key around here. You need some speed, downforce, mix of the combo, the two really, if I'm honest. But it's still a fun track to do. So, if you guys want to see more of this, then let me know in the comments, and I may even do 100% around here. But we take turn 8 beautifully through there. As we see, I think that's Nico Hulkenberg actually leading this train. So there is the issue of the +6, so hopefully that will get addressed in an update to the mod. But hopefully the power of the Ferrari engine is going to help us get past Kvyat. Oh, and just go down the inside button as well. So there are a bit of issues with the AI around here, but in that particular corner, but everywhere else I think they're fine. Apart from the exit of turn 8. Oh, Hulkenberg is harvesting. I don't know what the blinking light is. I thought it was something to do with Urs, but it's not. Apparently. Oh, just made a bit of contact with Hulkenberg, so oh, he just backs out of it. The track is very slippery, I will say that. Obviously this was on a different game build, so engine. So it is going to be quite difficult to get this car settled in. Well, I can't really cool down, can I? Because turn 8's just that quick. As you can see, just the backspin. So 11 laps, we're going to be on pit lap 11, so got a long way to go on these tyres. Normally they go off quite quickly actually, which they are doing on the front right hand side, which is kind of realistic to where it was on 2011. So a bit of poor lap there from us, but nothing really we can do. So Hamilton and Rosberg obviously leading the pack. So great. So Alonso is our next target, as we are catching him quite dramatically, but so we're just inside the DRS range as well, which is quite good, so we can gain all the speed back. So we just hit 8th gear. Whoa, and Alonso just, that's the problem with the AI around here. That probably needs to be addressed, is they just brake so early for that corner. We had to take drastic action to avoid any contact. And it is black, obviously. It's like it's been painted like there's a fresh load of concrete tarmac on, and that is probably one of the main issues. One of the big obvious can't think of the word here, but obvious differences to see from the 2011 version to this version. And I'm going to make a video about that actually. I'm going to do a gameplay comparison of Turkey on here to. I want to do comparisons of the tracks that we've had on previous games just to see any big differences. This is probably one of the big ones, obviously. The garages aren't really got the team's sponsorships on there, and the track's obviously black. The tarmac's black, a bit too black, as someone did point out in the comments. So we're going to get the DRS again on Fernando Alonso. We're not going to do what we did last lap.
Okay, your engine temperature is dropping nicely. Keep that up.
But it's nice to drive, even though the tarmac is a bit black and there are some glitches in terms of the garages and stuff. It's still nice to drive around Turkey, as myself and some of you really did like Turkey when it was on the calendar. It's a shame it's not on the calendar really. It's a really nice track. It's brought out some good races, and obviously the controversial multi-21 moment with Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel in 2010. So it's still nice to drive though, and I'm glad someone's made a mod to put all the cars, all the tracks in from previous games. And like Korea we've got the Nürburgring, Brands Hatch. I've got India coming very soon, as well as Valencia will be quite interesting, as it is another street, technically a street circuit. So hope to get Estoril as well, Estoril and Imola on the 2014 game, which would be quite interesting. So as we slowly get some grip now in these tyres. Next up is Felipe Massa, who's 5 seconds up the road, so that's the problem we've got. I don't know how much fuel we're going to have though. Best bet is to stay in standard actually, because I don't know if the fuel load's fixed to +7 through the mod, or it just doesn't change, so I have no idea. But that's, I'm just going to stay in standard for the whole race. So we're catching up to Felipe Massa and crew, who are fighting over third position. So as look, you can see the front right there getting absolutely demolished with the temperatures. Also, someone mentioned in the comments, can you drive this online? I'm afraid you can't. I think Grand Prix mode and time trial are the only modes you can actually drive this track on, which is a bit disappointing, but it happens. So I would like this to do it in the career mode as well. It would be nice to put in these tracks just to extend the calendar a bit, but you can't do that either. So it's only Grand Prix mode and time trial. Actually, no. I don't know about time trial mode actually. I think it may just be Grand Prix mode. I haven't really tested it on if you can do it on there, but it's really Grand Prix mode I'm going to be using this mod for, the tracks that I get into the game. So slowly getting to that stage of tyres now. Obviously now, with the standard setup, it is quite surprisingly good on tyre wear, so we could possibly extend this stint from lap 11 to maybe lap 15. Oh, bit of a cheeky little nearly cut there. How many of you would like to see Turkey back on the calendar? I would love to hear what you guys think of the track, what your thoughts are. What's so unique about this one? Pretty happy with these consistent 34s. But would you guys like me to do a tutorial on how to do to install these track mods for you guys? Would you like that? I can do a video about that if you want. And you guys can try it out for yourselves. Front right looks a bit red now. So we're catching up though. See one of the Mercedes guys is pitting. I might stay on another lap actually. I feel the rears don't seem that bad, so I'm going to pit for primes next time by. Oh, got a bit too wide into turn one. So Lewis has just pitted for the primes and he's behind us, which you'll probably see on, there he is, head of Fernando Alonso. So my aim is a podium for this race. It'd be nice to fight with the big boys up here. Oops. So you can see the different camera angles there. Looks alright, you know, graphically. It all looks good though, to be fair. As we're going to make our way into the pits. Might hold some people up here, if I'm honest. It's a very difficult one to enter as well. So we make our way into the pits. Here we go. Let's get some now hard prime tyres on. So I mean, you can see the garages look alright when you're in there, but I think it's when you're before the race it's a bit glitchy. As there is Felipe Massa, so we have gained a bit of time on Massa. So we're going to go back to standard. I've just been cautious with the fuel, because there is a glitch where I'm on +8 apparently, so yeah, +8 laps. So I don't want to take the gamble so I'm just going to keep it in standard mode. Just to be safe.
Excellent work. Try to keep this pace. This is what we need right now.
Obviously these primes will take a bit of time to get up to temperature, but the top right seems fine. Top rear right looks nice in terms of temperature, but the back end wants to start out there. So Raikkonen's jumped Alonso as well in the pit stop phases. As we get the DRS actually on Massa, so you see Raikkonen pitting now, so Alonso will gain back 7th place. So we're up to half distance nearly in this race. Nine-tenths of a second. Rosberg and Hamilton having a squabble for the lead as always. Nice grip there. The oversteer from the dirty air of Massa's. So we get up to 5th place there. So halfway through the race, the mod's good. Just that particular corner, they're not great. The AI, they just brake a bit way too early. And brake quite hard, so hopefully they can fix that in an update. So the apex nicely there. So Massa's still keeping up with us, it seems. So Magnussen's next. For us, sadly he's not in the sport anymore, you know, he's a reserve driver at McLaren now. McLaren Honda. But he'll be back hopefully next season, 2016. As we just do the dive bomb again, because the AI are just so bad in terms of braking in that corner. So, ooh, oversteer. Missed the apex, so K-Mag had a bit of a move down there, maybe, but backs out of it again. Next up, Valtteri Bottas for that podium position, which would be nice if I'm honest. Bottas is quick though. Can't really do anything about the front right being getting that hot, but it is a fantastic corner though, and it is very demanding on your tyres. That front right gets a beating through there, but obviously we're on the primes. So 1.9 now is the gap to Bottas. I can just see Nico Rosberg there, so maybe a sniff. Maybe as someone has retired from the race. I did spot. Going to need 13 laps to go. That's probably a back marker because there is Hamilton and actually no, it is actually Hamilton and Rosberg, so the gap's not really changed as much. It's 1.1 behind now, so quite close now to that DRS range. As Bottas will probably brake dramatically early for this corner, and he has, because we've gained so much time in the last sector. So 11 laps to go, 12 to go now actually, I apologise. Plus 9 laps, it goes up for some reason. Well, I don't know. It's a strange one, that is. Just the uphill crests around here, very difficult to get the power down. Use some of the ears. We're still not inside the DRS. Many will probably say going rich, but I don't feel that the fuel, it could be a glitch with the fuel strategy, that it will I'll probably run out of fuel without me knowing if it says +9 laps. So standard will probably get me to the end anyway, so I'm going to stick with that. Really, just to keep it with the standard setup of that I'm using. I will probably use the fuel mixtures when we get to, well, when it's fixed for a start. I don't know what it's like around Valencia, so I'm going to keep it on standard. But we've got a nice little battle here with Bottas. The gaps, the pace seems even between us. Magnussen's keeping up with us now. So bad, that corner. Still can't get it right. So Hamilton Rosberg will be crossing the line in a minute. So we've got 10 laps to go. Could we get a podium? Better line now through that corner, turn 9, turns 9 and 10. Closest we've been to Bottas all race so far. And we get the DRS for the first time. This could be the move, guys. Potentially. And we get it done. Oh, gone a bit too wide. Turn a bit deep into the corner. Bottas is there. Up to third though. Rosberg and Hamilton are... Oh, here comes Bottas down the inside. But doesn't get the move done. But no way we're going to catch up to Hamilton and Rosberg who are in the Mercedes. So we're going to try and fend off Bottas for third place. But it's going to be quite difficult. Go a bit wide again. As it's money bags. And I think Bottas may just be outside the DRS range potentially. Could be. Just keeping an eye on him. He's in a Williams, so it should be easy to get past. Well, he's going to pass me quite easily here. There he comes. And gets it done nicely. Up into third place he goes. Got it all to do again. So if you just joined us, this is the not exclusive because it's been out for a while. The mod showcase live episode for you guys. It is the Turkish Grand Prix, which you guys heavily requested me to do from the success of the Career, Brandtach and Nürburgring footage. You guys wanted to do a 50% race around here, so as it is come to the end of the year, I thought I'd give you guys a little treat to start off the final week of nearly the start of the final week of 2014. There's going to be a lot of gameplay coming from me from the last week, so I'll explain that at the end of the race. In a battle here with Valtteri Bottas for third, which we've been doing for quite a bit now, so Bottas is a very, very good driver. It's going to be quite difficult to get past him, so we'll see how we do. So we get the DRS, which is very powerful around here. So we get very close to Bottas again. So we got, I think this is Jules Bianchi next, who's going to be given the blue flags. Which he does. So we've got 7 laps to go. It's braked a bit too late. Bottas is very good in the first sector. I think all the AI are quite good in the first sector, but we're very quick through turn 8. I know that. Magnussen behind is still keeping up with us in terms of pace, so fair play to Magnussen and Massa. But this is the closest we've been so far through the exit of turn 8 for Bottas. Bit of a slight lock up on the rear. Give us a bit of oversteer. So we've got to go again. As we go down the inside of Bottas again. As I've said already, needs a bit of work on the AI through that corner. On considering its AI legend difficulty. So I hope they fix the problem. But anyway, we've got 5 laps to go, or nearly 5 to go in this race. Still P3. As this is Marcus Ericsson letting us through. So trying to get away from Valtteri Bottas now. Which we have done. 18 seconds behind the Mercedes, eh? We had no chance. And so we've got Kobayashi now. We're going to go down his inside. Well, I think we've now got a comfortable 1.3 second gap now to Bottas. So we've just got to keep it on the track now, and we'll get a podium for Sauber, which is quite a rare occasion considering their seasons this year has been so bad. Oh, braked a bit too late there. That corner always gets me. Always got me on 2012. 2011. Oh, Bottas is really catching up now. He's nearly a second behind, exactly. Very strong through that corner is myself. Many of you will be quite surprised to see a Sauber in third place, but there are issues with this. The pace that the AI lose is this corner. They just break so early and they gain like a second and a half, 2 seconds on them in that one particular one. So it is a bit annoying, really. But they're very strong in the first sector. They have a bit of an issue with turn 8 through the second apex of turn 8. But apart from that, they seem all right around here. So, something that they have to work on, but it's great to drive around this track though, and I think a lot of you will on there. The apex, so there we go, lovely. So let me know in the comments, guys, what track do you want me to do next for the mod showcase. And I will also be doing skins as well, liveries, and also, okay, we're looking at like realistic damage mod. I know a lot of you have requested me to do that, and I'm trying to think of an idea to do it with, because I don't want to copy Arava, who did his realistic challenge thing, survive Monaco, survive Singapore. I could do Valencia. He hasn't done Valencia yet, but no. The realistic damage mod, there's other mods as well that I could do. So in terms of tracks, we've got Jerez, I know I got that said that wrong. India, what else have I done? Valencia is another one. I've done 3 out of the 7, so I have to think what the other one is. It will come to my mind shortly. But the 7 tracks I'm going to be covering, I've done 4 of them, including this one. So Bottas is struggling now on his tyres, so that's good. But in the comments, let me know what you want, track-wise, and I'm more than happy to do it. I am trying to hopefully Imola and Estoril will come up very soon, because I do quite like driving those tracks as well. Just got a bit too deep against that turn 9 and 10. Very aggressively, if I must say. So we're coming to 2 to go here at Turkey. Quite a nice one to drive. I've really enjoyed driving this track. Let me know in the comments below also what you think. Also, I'll have to check as well. So I've done pretty well, considering I'm in constant 34s for every lap I've done. So I'll take this robot-like consistency. So I'm quite happy with this, actually. Bit of oversteer as the tyres are slowly coming off. Especially the front right looks a bit off. Actually, they seem alright. I could have done like an early pit stop. I think it's the first time, the one track that the engineer does not mention the tyres being cold. This is the one track he doesn't say it. So hallelujah to that. So there is the leaders. So we're now going to embark on our final lap in Turkey. So we come on this very technical last 3 corners. So here we go, last lap. We actually gained time on Nico Rosberg, even though that won't make any odds now because it is the last lap of the race. Let's try and get a nice clean lap here. That's Adrian Sutil there, we can see on the map, so he's gone backwards, which is a bit of a disappointment. Would have been nice to have both Saubers in the points, but it's not going to happen today, I'm afraid. After starting well, he was right behind me on the first lap. So as we embark on the last sector for the final time, the pace of Rosberg is still the same, so as Lewis Hamilton takes the win here in Turkey, Rosberg will come home in second, and then we will come home in a very impressive third, starting down in 17th on the grid. And that is the Turkish Grand Prix, and we finish home in 3rd place, so fantastic there for me. And Sauber gets some points, which is kind of weird, but on there. So that, ladies and gentlemen, has been the Turkish Grand Prix 50%. And the pace, well, not that bad. We're only 4 tenths off, and considering we're in a Sauber, so I'll take that. Really will take that. On there's Hamilton and Rosberg do a 1-2, and then myself in 3rd with Bottas 4th, Magnussen 5th, Massa 6th, Alonso 7th, Button 8th, Vettel 9th, and Ricciardo completing the top 10, and Jean-Eric Vergne was the sole retirement of the race, and our teammate 15th place and gets lapped. Oh dear. On there. So that has been the Turkish Grand Prix. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live. If you want to see some more live streams of these track mods, let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate your thoughts. If you want to see them, I'm more than happy to do them. You just gotta let me know on there. But until next time, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more F1 mods, gameplays to have a look at. Until next time, guys, wherever in the world, have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and I shall see you very soon for another F1 2014 mod showcase video. Until then, I bid you farewell. Take care, guys. See you later.